Welcome to the Inside Circle podcast, where your host, Eldra Jackson III, and his guests get personal about prison and transformation in all of its forms.
I keep reminding myself that I've got the key, and I'm the only one who can set me free.
This is Inside Circle, where your truth will set you free.
So, why don't you walk us through the house?
Okay. We're in the dining room, and we'll start with the kitchen. This is where people that live in this house will communally cook their food. They're responsible for their own food and clean up behind themselves. And that's a concept that in there people got. You know, nobody live with a messy celly. We don't do that, but you ain't living with a celly no more. You're living in the house with your brothers. And, you know, place to store your stuff to clean yourself, place to eat, communal family gathering area. I'm assuming that we're going to have a TV and some type of music up in here. Also, this would be like where your case manager can meet with you and check in, or you have a space to come and decompress. And I know it looks empty now and there's a lot of echo and all that, but we're building. So we have a restroom. The next restoration is to turn that into a real shower. We don't have a shower in there. The contractors are coming and we're going to fix that. We're going to have a top-notch shower up in there, and it'll be on time frame for everybody. Then we have a space, bedroom. This room actually has its own bathroom together. There'll be 2 beds in here. There'll be 2 people in this room. They'll share this restroom area. It's really nice in here. It's cleaned up. And on the door, there'll be a code lock. And the code locks are for compliance, for one thing, because if only you and your roommate have it, no one else needs to come. If they come to check on a parolee in another room or a probationer, they're only going to deal with them. This is your room. You're only responsible for what's in this room. This is your security right here. This is how you keep yourself safe. So it's a way to not be like in prison. If something happens, we all responsible. We all go on lockdown. That's over. I'm responsible for me. This will be a tech area. We'll have a printer in here. We'll store some file cabinets and stuff that we use for the program, but there'll be computer tech access here. We have another bedroom back here. This will be a 2-bedroom space. There's storage room here. Same thing back here, 2-bedroom space with a view. There's closets. People will have lockers under their bed, containers. And this opens up to the back of the property, which we're going to go out there in a minute. This is much bigger than just one house. So we're going to make our way back to welcome to the chapel. This is where Circle will be held. We're going to do some more remodeling in the space. But as you see, it's probably big enough for 20 to 30 people. We have windows, there's air conditioning. It'll be a place where we can close the door. The coming and going of the house can happen. When there's a circle, there's a dedicated quiet space. This is where the magic's going to happen. This is where we're going to do the same thing we did in there. Here, we're going to support each other. We're going to grow. Keep coming with me. I'm just going to generally walk. So, coming out back, there's a patio door there too to come out here. This will be like a barbecue area. We'll get some lawn furniture out here. This will be a rest and relaxation shade at the end of the day. That will pretty much be this space here. But out here is where we begin to really, really, really grow. And you see that building there? That is a 2-bedroom house. And that will be one step past the initial step of the program, the first 6 months when you're here. Do you want to stay here? Do you want to develop more? Are you involved in working with us? You know, we work nationally. Are you involved? Are you ready to get out in the world? Well, maybe you're ready to get away from more of a programmatic piece there. You're more responsible right here. You got to clean your own house. You got to do your own laundry. You got to figure things out. You got a job. You come and go. You got to figure out your transportation. And you got a chore. You might have to mow the yard or part of the yard. You might have to water that space right there. We believe that might end up being a community garden right there. Lots of sun coming. Whatever we do. And that garden will be therapeutic. Over here, this concrete pad, we plan to build a shelter of some kind and put a gym there so you can take care of your body like you're taking care of your heart. Sitting in circle right there, you're taking care of your body right there. You can do it. You can do everything you need right here. That is 2 bedrooms, be 4 people in there, self-contained kitchen, washer, dryer, same living room setup space, entertainment, music, TV, the things to relax and decompress while you out here in the world experiencing your job, taking care of yourself, and attending circle in that chapel. That's the one thing here. That's the one thing this program won't compromise on. If you're here, you're doing the work. You in circle, doing your work and supporting others. So right here is a creek. There's a creek. And you remember when I talked about Butch and Pat? We don't know exactly what it looks like, but somewhere down here, there'll be a little wooden alcove or something we're going to build in remembrance of Inside Circle members that have passed away. It'll be a place as we begin to pass from this world, people are remembered that did this work and built this, because we could say organizationally we did this in the last 10 years, the team, the board, every person that's ever sat inside Circle helped build this space. And we're going to have that place to remember them people, to remember the work that's been done. Because this started with Pat. You hear the birds already. And I know that looked like a big forest. On the other side of the neighborhood, we own the inside gym in Sacramento. This is an amazing place. And we have a lot of space to do what we want. And in a dream, we start talking about maybe dropping some single occupancy dwellings 5 years from now to increase capacity and all that. But we're starting out with a magic number, 42. 42 over 3 years. Can we affect 42 people? Can we change their lives? Can we equip them? Can we love them and support them and nurture them so they can go back out here and pay it forward? Find somebody to love, build a family, find some peace, whatever it looks like for them. So when we come back here, we have a patio up here. They'll have their own little space also. This is where it really happens. House is going to be it's 1 bedroom right now. We're applied for a grant. We're hoping to get it, turn it into 2 bedrooms, maybe. Still planning, but we'll definitely be renovating that building. That's a longer stay. 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. You're going to be saving your money. Your money's going to be going in an interest-bearing account. You're going to be putting your rent up. And then we're going to give that back to you when we live here. You're going to have a nest egg. You're going to have a bumper to go out on your own. These are stepping stones, 1, 2, 3 to get where you want to be. And there's some more space back here going down to the creek. And we don't know everything we're going to do with this space. But the bottom line is we got it. And it's ours. And we can do what we want with it. And priority number 1 is healing. And priority number 2, preparing you for the world. Preparing you for what's coming next. It's a community place. A lot of the community guys that have already been out, Inside Circle guys, toters, they've already came. They've been here. And this is the dream.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you, folks, for listening to another episode of the Inside Circle podcast. And if you like what you've heard here, and if you believe in the work that it is that we're doing in this world, this podcast is just a small sample of some of the work that we're doing in the world, trying to get out and create spaces where folks can find their own personal freedom. And it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost spiritually, it comes at a cost mentally, it comes at a cost emotionally, and the easy cost is financially. So if you've listened to us, over the last couple of years, and you've heard some things that have touched your heart, become a member, support Inside Circle. And it's very easy to become a member and support by becoming a recurring donor. So come on, jump on, become a part of the Inside Circle family, and become a recurring donor. It doesn't take a whole lot, but every little bit counts. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us at the Inside Circle podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave us a comment on iTunes or wherever you listen. Follow us on Instagram at inside_circle and on Facebook at Inside Circle Org, all one word. Special thanks to the songwriter Rob Ricardo for his song, The Work. Join our mailing list and learn more about Inside Circle on our website at insidecircle.org. And remember, your truth will set you free.